Whoa, we're going to Guernsey. Whoa, back to the island. That's right, we're taking on Guernsey away from home again. Quite a decent team. They're one of the favourites to finish in the playoffs this season. We saw that they had good players last year, but we did manage to beat them and draw against them last season. We're also going to be taking on Scarborough, so they're going to be making the long journey down to Winchester for the second match in today's episode. Since the last episode then, we've managed to win a couple games, we've lost one and drawn one. However, second clean sheet in a row against Tiverton after that 2-0 win against Staines. Raphael Godwin scored from kickoff. He got his first goal for the club. I've got high hopes for this midfielder. He looks like a really good player. Assini involved as well. Putting a cross in, it was nodded away and Godwin just came in and slammed it home. Great finish. Nice to see Paul McCann taking on the mantle of Luke Mooney and managing to score 2 goals today from the advanced forward role on the right hand side. And it was a classic Luke Mooney-esque goal really. Really good finish from McCann. And he got his second in the 69th minute. Really impressive win. We were the better team. We created more chances. We restricted them to only 2 half chances. And it was just a positive victory. And I was starting... What a goal, by the way, Paul McCann. I mean, that's a goal of the season contender. And it was making me think, wow, maybe our defence is all right. They had really good performances from the likes of Okoro, Higgins, Keane and Avison once again. And Assini before he went off. However, we lost 4-3 against Carlton at home. And they had a red card for the last half an hour. However, it wasn't really a result of our defence falling apart. It was more the fact they kept scoring from free kicks. I think they scored two goals from indirect free kicks and a direct free kick. We almost got back into it. And it's another classic goal-heavy Regen Rovers game. And Josh Mann managed to get his first goal of the season, his second goal for the club. Good to see him scoring. I put him in for Forks today. And he repaid me. Agu got his first goal of the season as well. This is his only goal of the season so far. We need an improvement from Agu, the club's all-time top goal scorer. But it was a good goal actually from him. Walker played it into Agu and he turned, hit it, and I think it bounced off the back of the post. And Marcus Higgins with his second goal of the season from right back. Unfortunately got injured, so he did miss out on the next game. But it's a really good strike actually. We've seen a couple of good long-range shots this season. Back to winning ways against Merthyr though. We were clearly the better team in this game. We had so many more shots. Not that many chances, I suppose. And it was actually 2-2 going into the last 10 minutes before we managed to score 2 relatively late goals. But Josh Mann managed to get his second in 2 games, keeping Forks out of the team. And it was a nicely worked goal here. Godwin played it into Josh Mann and it's a decent finish. Keeper maybe should have done a little bit better. Sean Walker scored the second goal, his first goal of the season. He missed out in the first 2 games, but he's back in the team and he's contributing, which is always nice to see. Club legend Sean Walker. When it's a good goal as well. Nice finish. Keeper once again perhaps should have done a little bit better. And our new centre-back, Avison, with his first goal for the club. Lovely finish at the back post there from a free kick. And we made it comfortable with a 4th. Thanks to Max Keane, our 2 centre-backs scoring the winning goals for us. And the last match was a 1-1 draw against Taunton. A really good header from Avison. 2-2 for the centre-back. Great corner from Assini, by the way. And overall, I suppose it's an okay point away from home. So we head into today's game against Guernsey in 3rd place, 5 points behind Hereford, who have won every single game so far this season. Guernsey are down in 17th, bit of a disappointing start for them. It turns out that Guernsey have to pay for all the travel costs for any team that comes over to play them on the island. That's one of the conditions for them being able to appear in the English League system. So yeah, we went over by ferry on the Friday, stayed over in Guernsey, rather lovely, and now we're looking forward to this match. Wow. We're going to Guernsey. This is the team then to take on Guernsey. Coro and goal, Higgins, Keane, Avison and Assini. That's my back 4 that I'm pretty comfortable with now. Godwin, Owusu and Walker in the middle. Haven't really decided about the ball-winning midfielder role. I'm still struggling, just like we had in the first season or 2, to get that ball-winning midfielder player to play really well. It just doesn't seem to get very good ratings. I think Owusu's our best option there for the time being, but we do have Constantinou, who's just been called up to the under-21 Cyprus squad. So well done to him, our first player to ever be called up for an international fixture. And McCann, Joshman and Agu up front. Fawkes is on the bench. I've still not managed to get Mooney back on loan, by the way. I've literally attempted to sign him about 20 times now. It's just not working. We might have to live without Mooney, I'm afraid. So it looks like Guernsey still have this very good player. Nathan Turner up front. 22 years old. Already got 3 goals this season. On the right-hand side, they've got someone called Tom Langley. Pacey. Just behind Turner, they've got Dan Rooney. Looks quite good. And on the left-hand side, Hoyle, who looks really well-rounded, actually. Looks like a very good player. Look at all that green. It's a lovely stadium. I think isn't it lighter than it was? I might be wrong. I thought it was a bit of a darker green previously. Oh, they've got heaven at the back as well, haven't they? They've got the Lord to call upon. But we've got a throw-in early on in this game. Here's a scene. He putting a decent ball in for Josh Mann. Can't win it. Godwin! Oh, off the crossbar. Josh Mann, no. Oh, it's offside. What an effort from Godwin. He's a cracking player. Look at him. He's great. Really good central midfielder. Free kick to Guernsey. And it's crossed in. And, oh, unbelievable stuff from Okoro. But I think it might have been offside anyway. Throw in. Higgins. Oh, long throw. What a long throw. And it's in from Avison, who's up there from the back for his 3rd goal of the season. I don't remember telling him to do that. Higgins with a remarkable long throw. I didn't know he had it in him. Look at this. Right into the 6-yard box, and it's a great header from Avison. More of that, please. I'm going to go to balance. They've been the better team on statistically anyway. Let's keep it up. Here come Guernsey with a throw-in for themselves. Lewis lumping it out wide. That's a great pass to Hodges. Out wide. Can Cassini catch him? Come on. Get into him. It's crossed in. Great header, but it's over the bar from Turner. Another throw-in. Seems to be all about throw-ins in this match. Lewis into Onnevigan. Great name. Lewis. Here he is again. Maybe the long shot. No, he's put it out wide to Hodges. Nice play from Guernsey. Patient play. It's crossed in, and that's a chance, but it's fantastic defending from Avison, who has been so good for us this season. He's a level above Boyle, I must say. Boyle's not even on the bench. We've got Blankley on the bench. The defence. Look at those ratings. Huge improvement on last season. Now I'm going to take off Josh Mann, and we're going to throw in Constantino. Owusu will go there. Constantino into the middle as the ball-winning midfielder. On support, he can run about a bit because Owusu will be behind him as the anchor man. McCann will play as a poacher, and we're just going to try and hit it long for them. Can we hang on for the last few minutes? Walker's going to come off for Perry Miles, and we'll bring on Morgan Fawkes for the last few minutes. We're throwing one for Agu. Plays a target man. Okay. Free kick. Let's win it now. Higgins into the box. For Avison, no, it's knocked away. Avison's after it. Can he nick the ball into the box? It's into Perry Miles. Through to King. We've got space here. Higgins. Come on, Higgins. Oh, penalty. Okoro. Oh, can Okoro score his first penalty of the season? Come on, Okoro. Stick it in the back of the net. McCann's actually got 10 on penalties as well now, so he's level with him. Okoro! He's our penalty taker, though. He has to be. His first goal of the season. Great penalty from our brilliant goalkeeper. And that surely wins us the game today. Oh, maybe a red card right late on for Guernsey here. Fouling Constantino. And yes, they're down to 10 men. 30 seconds to go. Be nice if we can get a third. It's been a brilliant defensive display once again from us. It was just a case of improving the defenders, I think, and making sure we had players with the right sorts of attributes. A bit more physicality to them. McCann, back to Higgins. We're going to get a late third goal. Crossed in. Knocked away. I don't think so. The ref will blow his whistle any second now. The strikers haven't quite been on form so far this season. Little bit disappointing from Agu. McCann's got 2 goals, but they're in the same game. Josh Mann's got 2 goals. Fawkes hasn't scored. We need Luke Mooney. We need a really pacey striker again, I think. But what a win. Really pleasing performance, especially from the defenders. And Higgins picks up man of the match again. Please come back, Mooney. Please come back to us. We love you, really. We do. We love you so much. Another new feature, you say? I'm trying to keep things fresh. And this feature is called Paul Recommends, where I'll just recommend something random that I like, basically. And maybe you can give it a go, give it a try, give it a watch, whatever it is that I recommend. And today's first Paul Recommends is cheese. I'm not just saying try all cheese. I'm gonna tell you my favourites. So I'm really into Norwegian Jarlsberg at the moment. That is an incredible cheese. I like those sort of nutty cheeses. It's so nice. I also love halloumi. Halloumi is incredible. I'm sure most of you have tried halloumi by now, but if you haven't, give halloumi a go. I suppose nothing in my eyes beats cheddar in regards to its versatility. That is a good cheese. Also things like Red Leicester, Double Gloucester, those sorts of basic cheeses, but they're just so good. Port Salut, that's nice. But yeah, Norwegian Jarlsberg, if you haven't given that a go, so good, so good. The under-23s are continuing to bang in the goals this season. The strikers are scoring goals. The likes of our new signing Sam Topless has scored Topless, just, yeah, puns available there. John Curry, 14 on finishing, spice up our attack. Corey Hines, who we did try last season. Yeah, I mean, there's something about him as well, but I'm tempted to throw Topless into the mix for this game against Scarborough because he's got 11 goals this season already. I'm going to stick him in the first team and I might play him instead of Josh Mann. I know he scored a couple goals, but he's been disappointing since then. Decisions, eh? I did post this on Twitter, but for those of you that don't follow Regen Rovers, Jack Young has agreed to improve the youth facilities. It's costing 85 grand. Which is a hell of a lot of money, but we're in a good position at the moment thanks to all the friendlies we played. So he's splashing the cash, and I guess we're going to go from terrible youth facilities to poor youth facilities. Congratulations to our first ever international player, Konstantinos Konstantinou. Came off the bench for Cyprus in their 1-0 defeat against Wales under-21s. He's actually already made 18 appearances for his country, which is pretty impressive really. The journey that Scarborough took down to Plymouth Park today was basically the same time it takes to get to Guernsey on the ferry for us, which is crazy really. Long old journey for them, but they made it down in time for the match. Big game today then. 3rd against 5th. Of course, Scarborough managed to beat us towards the end of last season and prevent us from winning the league. So we want revenge. We haven't beaten them thus far in the series. At 1 draw, 1 defeat. They are the favourites. They're a big team at this level. Oh, Konstantinou isn't available. He's still on international duty. So into the team will come. I think we'll throw 2 strikers onto the bench actually. Perry Miles can cover pretty much any midfield role. So Josh Mann and Fawkes on the bench, ready to pounce. This chap destroyed us in the last game, didn't he? Anas Abado, decent striker, and this winger as well. Remember Anan? He's there. He's incredible for this. He's just insane for this level. Where's he played? He played for Hull City and then played for Tadcaster on loan and then moved to Scarborough. It's just so funny they've switched from the Northern Premier to the Southern Premier South. And on the left they have a Libyan. Oh yeah, a Libyan international. They've got a really good team. We owe Scarborough. There we go. It's worked brilliantly. Let's just passionately say something to Agu. He's not had the best season so far. Only 1 goal in 6 appearances so far this season. I think we're missing Mooney up front. I haven't mentioned it, have I? There we go. Walking out at Plumbing Park. The Flame Pit is ready. Corner to Scarborough, whipped in to the near post, headed away, but here they come again. Oh, it sneaked through past Decoro. Another goal from a set piece, basically. That's all we seem to be conceding at the moment. I need to sort it out, I think. I keep fiddling around and thinking, oh, I've solved the solution, and then I think an update's released, and then it's all different again. Disappointing first half from us. Here's Golden for them. Great tackle, Owusu. But Bateman into Abbott, hits it. Oh, just wide. Ah, that is very disappointing. Show me something else in the second half. Do we need to change our style of play? Is it just not working today? Perhaps we should distribute it over the top. Oh, I've got it on regroup. That's interesting. I've had it on that. We're not really. I thought I still had it on counter press. I remember now I switched it for a friendly and forgot to switch it back. And obviously it has been more effective in our defensive stability. So that could be the main reason. Rather than our defenders being better or midfield being better, I think they've contributed. But that regroup thing possibly might be the reason. But I'm tempted to go counter press today. Now that we're 1-0 down, we're going to go for it. Here they come early on in the second half. Good tackle by Owusu. Will we break now? Agu through to McCann. Maybe an opportunity. McCann, come on. Where's he going? Oh, he's... Oh, what? Come on, football manager. Don't do that to me. Are we actually going to have an attacking highlight in this game? Here's Owusu. Into Godwin. Raphael Godwin to Walker. Pumps it long, looking for a McCann. Here he is, though. Picks up the pieces. He's got the pace to beat his man. Doesn't have the dribbling ability, though. My relative Holden nicking in there. Here's Max Keane, though. Good ball into Owusu. Now we can move up the pitch. Agu. Come on, Agu. Agu. Come on. It's back to Owusu, or whatever his name is. Godwin. Great strike. Raphael Godwin with his second goal. Assini. That's him. My left back Assini. I forgot his name for a second then. There's too many new players. But what a goal from Raphael Godwin. Really good strike. Agu. Cut it back to Assini, our left back. Put it into the path of Godwin. Outside the box. Boom. Great strike. So maybe I need to do that. Oh, let's wait a second. Higgins, free kick off the post. Unlucky from our right back. He's actually quite good at free kicks. What I was going to say is perhaps this is the thing I need to do. So if we want to hold on, go regroup. If we want to attack and try and get a winner, go counter press, because it's changed dramatically since half time. I'm going to bring Topless off. I'm going to throw Morgan Forks on for him. I think I'll swap McCann and Agu around as well. Just mix it up a bit, see if it makes a difference. Here we go. 68 minutes on the clock. Long ball over the top from McCann. Round the back, McCann. Forks! Yes! His first goal of the season finally. And the switch up front works. Avison just slams it over the top. McCann runs onto it with his pace. Crosses it in. And Forks on the volley. Left footed. What a finish. Right. We're going back to regroup. And we're going to go balanced. We have to keep the faith with Forks. He's got his first goal now. He's staying in the team for a couple games. 5 minutes to go. Here's McCann. With his pace again, unfortunately, his first touch wasn't good enough, and Annan is now coming forwards on the attack. It's knocked in to Blake. Come on, guys. It's well over the bar. Apparently it says inches, but I think it's well over the bar. One more sub to make. I'm going to actually bring on Perry Miles. I've got 2 more subs to make. Perry Miles on for Agu. Owusu will go back there. Perry Miles will go into the middle. And Josh Mann's going to come on for McCann for the last few minutes. Players are pressing forwards. Just try and win the ball back a bit up the pitch. I think we're getting... Oh, it's a corner right at the death. K to the back post. Okoro. Well done. Clings onto it. What a turnaround. What a contrast between the first and second half. I now know what I need to do. This whole regroup, counter-press thing, it has a big impact on the way we play. Obviously, we've been more solid this season because we've had it on regroup. But if I want to grab a goal, if we want to go a bit more assertive and, you know, run around a bit, basically, go for the counter-press option. And Godwin, man of the match, thanks to that stupendous strike. And Forks off the bench, our super sub, to win it for us. Great comeback. We're top of the table after 7 games, 16 points. Once again, our goal scoring record is helping us with that goal difference. 5 wins, 1 draw, 1 loss. Really good start to the season. Really good. Another clean sheet today, of course. Only 1 goal conceded against Scarborough, and it was from a corner. Attendance figures are decent. 282 turned up for the Scarborough game. We've had 303 for the Merthyr game. Not bad at all. So next episode, not entirely sure when it's going to be, but we've got Alvechurch in the next match, and then we've got the cup competitions to look forward to. And I'm going to try out some of our other strikers from the under-23s, the likes of Topless, the likes of Curry as well, possibly. But we've got Thatcham, we've got Corby Town in the Southern Premier, that's in the league, and then in the Hampshire Senior Cup, we've got Bashley. I think the FA Cup second qualifying round will be soon as well. But we'll end it there. Thank you for watching today's episode. Go and try that cheese that I recommended. But until next time, enjoy FM19, enjoy the rest of your day. I'll see you very soon. Whoa, we're going to Guernsey.